Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a natural glam beat on this lovely model, Alyssa, for her birthday. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop right into the video. Right here she's telling me that she wants to keep her makeup natural. Isn't that your favorite client, my fellow makeup artist? A natural face, not too much, just some brown. So yeah, that's me telling her that I got her and everything's gonna be good. All I have to do is just start the process. So right here I am just wiping her face down with some mineral water and a cleaning cloth, just to get all of the dander and particles off of her face before we start applying, because you want to have a very clean base before you even start applying your makeup. Always keep that in mind. And just so you guys know, I did not end up putting the products in the video, but I can link everything in the description box below. Right here I'm going in with my Ulta brow, it's like a brow wax, just to keep your brows set and in place. I like to put that on before and after I do my eyebrows, so you're just gonna see me do that. So right here, it's taking me a minute to go ahead and start because I'm getting my picture. To all of my makeup artists, this is my #1 tip. Always make sure that you're taking a picture before and after and during your service if you would like just showing the process, because that's always important when you finish so that you can promote your brand. So here I'm using the Fenty Skin Moisturizer. It has SPF in it and it works as a very good makeup primer. So you're just gonna see me put that all over her face. And then I'm going in with my super skinny brow pencil. I got this from my local beauty supply. I've been addicted to brow pencils lately. My favorite brand has to be e.l.f. Just because they're so cheap and they work very well. On my more expensive side, I like the Fenty, I like the Brow Wiz, but in my opinion, brow pencils never really last as long as I would like the little twisty spinny ones. So I usually either use powders or pomades, but I've switched over to the pencil just because I like the natural essence of being able to draw each stroke. So basically what I'm doing here is kind of making small blending motions backwards and forwards, and whichever way it looks like I need to do that to make her eyebrow fill in. I'm doing straight up and down to the back, and then you just kind of blend everything with the spoolie brush after, which you're about to see me do in just a second. Brows definitely take me the longest out of all of the makeup that I do, just because I'm a perfectionist. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you're doing your eyebrows, always remember that they are sisters, not twins. I learned that in cosmetology school. I've been saying it for years, and if you heard it somewhere else, trust me baby, they heard it here first. They are sisters, honey, not twins. So it really does not don't drive yourself crazy trying to make sure that they match. You know, it's not supposed to match. If you have perfect eyebrows, I commend you, but this is what I like to go by to give me peace of mind and sanity. So also too, I just want to make sure that I pointed out that this is my method. You can do whatever you would like. I personally like to overdraw my eyebrows just so that it gives me space to be able to conceal, and then also too gives me more space to be able to make them look more symmetrical or identical in a sense. So that's what you see me doing here. And then also too, I normally follow the natural shape of the brow especially if I'm doing natural glam. I try not to enhance it too much, but her eyebrows, one of them was definitely bigger than the other one. That's why I said they're sisters, not twins. But I went in and I tried to bring up the second eyebrow as high as I could without it looking like super fake and like dramatic. So yeah, right here I'm going in with my concealer. This is actually a concealer brand that I got when I was in Puerto Rico visiting my mom. I will put the put the name of the product in the description box because I don't know what it is off the top of my head, and I'm not in my glam room right now. But yeah, this product definitely works very well for concealing and getting a good base down for your eyeshadow. Take your time when you're using your concealer. If you need to take a step away and then come back, you go ahead and do that, because this part is very important to the symmetry. What, you know the word that I'm it's very crucial to your eyebrows being the same, child. You need to make sure that you are taking your time. Excuse my cats in the background. Uno, quiet. Anyways, so we're going to continue on blending that out and just making sure that the eyebrow has the shape that I would like. As you can also see, I pulled down the concealer to the eyelid and I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques brush. Don't know the specific number of the brush, but I got the set that came with the foundation brush, the highlighter brush, the concealer brush, the beauty blender, and I think that was it. And I want to say it was around $20 or so from like Target. But yeah. So here is that technique that I was talking about, where I am blending out the eyebrow with the spoolie just to make it like not as harsh of a line. And the beginning of your brow, you kind of want to fade that out. You definitely don't want it to be like a super harsh line. And then here she comes in. This is just giving a great example of me showing how I overdraw the eyebrow and then conceal it down to the shape that I would like. I don't know why I do my eyebrows like that. Like, that's just me. A lot of my clients get really scared when they're in the chair and they're like, why are my eyebrows so thick? And I'd be like, honey, trust the process. That's all I got to say. We're taking our time. We're using small movements. We're not trying to go over the whole thing with one pass. You're making sure that your product is evenly blended. There's not like a super chunky line of concealer right there at the end of the brow. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend that down. And also too, I see a lot of videos where they're tutorials and they use a lot of product. You use however much product you feel is best for you, honey. But me personally, I would like to call myself a naturalist. I specialize in natural makeup that looks like you're not wearing or barely wearing any makeup, which requires that you use little to no product. It's definitely one of the more harder techniques, I would say, because a full glam look, you can use 10 pounds of makeup and it just looks right. Natural glam causes for a lot of blending, minimal product, and you just have to be very, very sure of where you're putting it, how you're laying it down, and what exactly look you're going for in the end, because you can say you're starting off doing a natural glam and then you go 30 minutes later and you are in a full glam. So just make sure that you stay focused and take your time when you're doing this step. So like I said, eyebrows take me a while. We're still kind of working on blending and then just getting the shape exactly where I want, but we're gonna move on shortly, guys, so bear with me. Okay, so now it's time for the foundation. I am using my Fenty Pro Filter Foundation, which I love so much. Do I know the shade off the top of my head? No, I do not. Need to be in my glam room right now, but I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I link all of these products in the description box. But honey, I love this foundation. If you don't know about the Pro Filter Foundation, it basically is almost like, it's very light, but it's buildable. It just gives you like basically the filter look, you know, when you put the filter on, the Paris filter on Instagram, y'all know what I'm talking about. It just gives that nice buffed, smooth skin look, and it's not super heavy, especially because we're doing a natural glam. I did not want to use a full foundation on her, and it was her first time wearing makeup, which I was super excited to share this experience with her, because since I do natural makeup, I felt like I would do a good job with this look. And then do you see how her skin just looks so nice, and just, it's nice, and I don't want to say flat, but it's just nice and all the same tone. Everything just looks really good. So I am about to use my LA Pro concealer in the shade taupe, I believe. Not 100% sure, but it'll be in the description box, honey boo boo. And then I'm also gonna use, so I'm using that, I use 2 different shades of concealer. One that is gonna be like really bright, and then the other one is kind of just gonna balance out that brightness and bring it into a more neutral shade, which is the concealer that I also use on her brows. The name will be in the description box, honey. I keep on trying to say the name, but I don't know it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a blendy. I'm using a beauty blender to blend that out. Now with natural makeup, you gonna blend, honey, you gonna blend until you can't blend anymore. You're just gonna blend it. So the beauty blender was wet because I had just cleaned it, so it was a little damp, which helps you move that product around a little bit better. It does not have to be damp. I tried to blow dry it with a blow dryer, but it didn't really get dry, so yeah, it's damp. So we're just gonna blend out that concealer. Don't take it out too far now, Lindas. Don't do too much with it, because you are still adding more product later, because as you can see on some parts I blended it out just a little bit too much, and I had to go back and add some more product. I'm trying to let y'all enjoy the video, child, but I just had to come back in and say you're gonna blend. Now on some of these lines you see me blend it all the way out, and then towards the side there where I'm gonna do her contour, I went ahead and I waited to blend that out until we got a little bit further on in the process. As long as you are blending and looking at the skin and making sure that there are no lines, no creases, it's not one part lighter than the other part, just keep blending. You blend, blend some more, and then blend again, and then you check it, and then you blend again. That is the key to natural makeup. And because we're doing a natural look, I went ahead and I did her concealer first. Judge your mama. I sometimes do the eyes after I apply the foundation, just depending on how serious the eye look is going to be. And because she did not want anything but browns, I felt like I would do better just doing her whole face and then doing like a simple eye look after. The palette that I use for this is the Colourpop Bambi palette. You see, your girl knew that one. Got that from Ulta. And I'm just using the three little brown shades at the end of that palette that I'm just using for the crease in the corner, and then I'm using that lighter brown shade for her lid, just to give her like a natural smoky eye, but also too, it's not really that smoky. It's more so just adding some shape and some definition back into her eyelids. So here you can see where I'm taking that darker brown shade and I'm blending that only into the corner in an angled motion, going outwards into the corner of her eye. That's just gonna give me that, like, it's gonna make her eyes look bigger. I don't know how to explain it. It makes her eyes look bigger when you angle it like that. So I'm just going in and getting the shade that I really want. I'm not paying attention to that little part down there. That's why I left the concealer down there and I didn't blend it out yet, because I knew what I was doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, then why are you here? So yeah, we're blending and we're cross-checking and we're blending some more, and I'm using the, what kind of brush is that? I don't know, but I'm using a big blendy brush just to blend all of the shadows together and make it look like a nice finish. And then I'm going in with the concealer now to fix the little line that I messed up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And we're blending and blending some more and blending some more and blending some more, just to make sure we've got that perfect. Yes, that's exactly what I want right there. So here I am adding in her contour shade, which is not that dark. You're usually supposed to go one shade lighter, 2 shades darker. Or is it 2 shades lighter, 1 shade darker? I don't know. But I use the in-between shade because, like I said, I'm doing a natural face, so I don't want any of the lines in her face to be too harsh. I want it to look as natural as possible because I'm a naturalist. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. So here I am blending the contour that I put on her cheekbones, which they are freaking bomb, by the way. Like, she was creating her own natural shadow, which that's another reason why I went ahead and I didn't use too much of a dark product on her, because her facial structure just already was on point. So she did not really need that much makeup to enhance her beauty. She's already beautiful. Y'all see them freaking cheekbones on this girl? Amazing. Look at how very little product just enhanced her freaking cheekbones. Like, get out. Get out. so I didn't really need to, but I wanted to go in and just make her eyeshadow look a little bit darker to add that definition to her look. Coming in for a face check. Do y'all see the flawless foundation? Just get into it. Obviously, she loves her makeup so far, but we're going in and just blending out some of that blush that we put on. And I use the LA Girls palette, or LA Pro Girls palette. I will make sure that I put all of the products in the description box, honey. I will not forget. So this was her reaction to she's about to bake, or she's already been baking. But yeah, she was the most funny client that I have had in a while. She just asked a lot of questions, you know, had some opinions on some things, but I love Alyssa. She is definitely going to be one of my go-to models in the future. What I'm using right now is the Fenty banana powder. It's the translucent banana powder, I believe, or is it just banana? Not 100% sure, but it is the Fenty setting powder. I'm using that all over her face, and we are just making sure that her makeup is set, honey, and it don't go nowhere. It's not leaving you. It's not gonna go and run off with Mookie and Pookie and go to the party. Your makeup is staying. So here I'm just adding a little bit more powder to her under eye, making sure everything is set in stone and not moving. She was definitely super funny and kept me entertained the whole time. We were both just laughing, making jokes, and it was her birthday, so I was happy to be able to make her feel beautiful on her special day. So when it comes to powder, you're kind of going to want to pat and slightly dust. I don't really like to dust. I like to pat, but under her eye, I saw where there's like a small crease. So I was trying to blend that out to the best of my ability and just make it look a little more smooth on the finish. That's why it's always very important to make sure that when you're blending, you make sure that you don't have any fine lines or creases or cracks, because when you put that setting powder on there, honey, it is just gonna set that shit into place. So yeah, I'm just blending out everything, making sure that everything looks finished and it doesn't have any leftover powder anywhere. And yeah. So in this clip here, I'm going in with the contour palette. Look, as you can see on her face, she was like, oh, I get to do the little squeeze your cheeks thing. Yeah, so I'm going in with the contour palette with not a super dark shade, just something that's gonna put the shape back into her face. Because if you don't know, when you are highlighting and concealing and contouring and all that stuff, you know, you're basically just adding in the natural shapes back into your face. So that's all that I'm doing here. just creating the shadow on her cheekbone and make her forehead smaller. Also go down her nose and around her chin area. As I said before, when you're doing natural makeup, there is a lot of blending. So I'm contouring her nose now and just finishing up the rest of her face. And as you can see, I'm just going over everything, making sure that it's not super harsh, not too, light or anything. Going back over her cheeks with the blush brush, just making sure that everything looks nicely finished. Finally, I'm gonna go in with my Milani Highlighter, which I love. I got that from Marshall's. I don't remember exactly how much it costs, but that's one of my favorite highlighters right now. It's just so light and elegant and gives you the right amount of sparkle. Like right when the light hits you, that's when you see it, which is really good because I don't like just a highlighter just right there in your face. It's just that straight line. I've never liked it, and I do not think that looks natural. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know I made my little special appearance a couple times in this video. Excuse the crustiness. This was early in the morning. I had just woke up to do her makeup. And I was going back to bed, so judge your mom. So in this clip here, I'm using my favorite Dior mascara to just add some color to her lashes. She swear up and down she ain't got no lashes, but you look and see what I do to them lashes after using this Dior mascara, which I love. Had she have been a little bit more used to wearing makeup, she wouldn't have been blinking so much and moving, and I would have been able to really like fluff out those lashes. But like I said, I'm a naturalist. I specialize in natural makeup, so if you don't want to wear lashes, I got you, boo. I can make your no lashes look like some lashes. Okay, honey, I can do that. And I use a combination of different mascaras depending on the desired result, but for this specific look, she actually has some lashes that she wanted to wear. I'm just putting the mascara on her eyes because I don't like when your eyelashes look dusty and then you put the lashes on top of them and then you got to put mascara on your lashes and then your lashes be all gooky and then all that. It's just too much. Fellow MUAs, please take your time when you're doing mascara, because if you make one wrong move, you will get mascara on your client's face and then you gotta wipe it off and you gotta redo the makeup and you gotta reset it, and then it's not gonna look right. It's gonna leave a very dark shadow underneath the eye. I'm just gonna let you know now, I've done it plenty of hundreds of thousands of times on myself, and it is a stressful process. So just be very careful when you're doing your mascara, ladies. That's all I got to say. Anywho, that wraps up the video, guys. In about 3, 2, 1, you're gonna see the finished product. My wonderful model, she was great. I hope she enjoyed her birthday and she loved her makeup look. If you guys like this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and comment down below if you want to see me do another makeup tutorial. See you guys in the next video. Bye.